What's going on, guys? Blake Albers here with B&B Lawn Care. We're here with Andy from Cut and Clean Lawn Care. Guys, we have this BR800C, and I kind of last week showed you guys me using it, but I've been using it now for what, 2 weeks?
About 2 weeks.
Week and a half.
2 weeks.
We have some opinions on it, and the thing about reviewing products is we can say whatever now, but you have to use it for months and months and months to really get a feel of equipment, whether that's a mower, because listen, some mowers, dude, most mowers look great in the summertime when you're just cutting a little bit off of the top.
Yeah.
But it's that springtime, thick, wet grass mowing that really tests a mower ability to cut. Same thing with a blower. Yeah, you can blow whatever when you're just cutting a little bit off the top and you're just blowing off a driveway real quick. But when you're cleaning out leaves, and I mean, look at these trees around here. You guys will see they're huge and they're dropping tons of leaves. So that's a test for, and they're actually a little wet. So that's a good test for the blower. Andy, what's your first thoughts kind of, before we get in here, we'll show you guys it in action. We're actually gonna compare it to a 700 as well, see how good it does, but what's your first thoughts?
I've been using the 700 for about a year and a half now, and I've also had the 800 for about a week and a half. And honestly, I don't notice a big dramatic difference. I think it's more comfortable. I like these straps better. Things like that. Of course, the side start system does have pros and cons. I do enjoy using it. But it's also another one of those things. If you're a big business, you can blow all the money you want on 8 blowers. But if you're a, you know, a guy and you're like, don't always surround yourself with the hype. It is an awesome blower, but is it worth upgrading your 700 or your 600 to it? We'll get into that as well.
Real quick, we review a lot of products, okay? And we realize that not us, and not the people watching these videos have huge budgets to go spend a bunch of money on equipment. We get that. So what we're trying to do here, what he's talking about, is we want to give you guys the information so you know whether to go buy a 600, a 700, 800. Does it matter? Like, after 3 weeks of using it and they get all dirty and nasty, does it matter what that number is? So we're trying to actually bring value and help you guys out, because we know that, hey, it's going into winter time. You need money. So we don't want you to go waste money on equipment you don't need and things like that. Bouncing off of what he said, the thing that got me most excited about the 800 was actually that side start. I love it. I think it's awesome, but it's my biggest worry about the blower.
That's new technology.
It's
or I mean, it's been done before, but it's how long is it gonna last? I think my biggest worry is how long is it gonna be able to start that easy? Like once you know how engines are. They get cranky. They get a lot harder to start over time, and that's my only worry. So that's one of those things that we're gonna need some time. I want a year. Next year at this time, I'll tell you how the side start is, like, because we don't know. So let's get into it, Andy. We're gonna show them, you know, just some of the basics, how it works, some of the upgraded features, and then we're gonna blow some leaves and compare it to a 700. Whoa, that was a sweet shot, Andy. Guys, all right, I want to talk about a few things here real quick. This, I think I've adjusted it in the last week just to get it where I want it. I don't think I'll do it all the time, but it's a nice tip for short or tall people, you know, like that. Good to have. This, I've actually haven't adjusted it, but it does have an adjustable throttle here, just like the 700 does. Guys, this strap, I was like, the first couple times I used it, I'm like, I don't know if I want to use that. I kind of feel weird, but I actually really enjoy it. It basically holds some of the weight on your waist a little bit. It takes a little bit off your shoulders and back, so I actually really like that. All right, so this situation right here happens all the time when a customer comes up, needs to talk to you. Hey, what do I owe you? What is this? Hey, what's your number? Whatever it is, I think it's so professional, and we tell everyone to do this. Somebody's walking, whether you're trimming, mowing, blowing, always cut the engine off. And say hello, how are you when somebody's walking on the sidewalk. It takes any threat of danger away, and it just makes your company look that much more professional. But the side start, this is the best situation I can think of. Whenever you need to talk to somebody, cut it off. You don't have to take it off and start it. You can just simply pull and get back to work. So side start, I think, listen, don't get me wrong, I think it's awesome. I think it's one of the coolest features about this blower. I just need to see it a year in review, you know what I mean? Other than that, guys, as you know, it is a little bit taller, so they could have this waistband, and I really do like it. I think it's the most comfortable backpack blower I have used, and I really do like this strap. But other than that, man, I think is it a little bit wider? It's just it's
wider and
shape.
Taller than the 700.
Yeah, it's just a little bit funkier of a shape than the 700. It's a little bit more smaller and compact, but
bigger engine.
Yeah, but they did make room for this waistband, and I like it. I did my music shut off, Andy.
I don't know.
There it goes. Okay, so this, Andy, I like when you do those shots, man. That's cool. Look at this. This is all wet, nasty, that dried and crunched up on the street. Super hard to get off, but I just blew it off. Watch how easy this is. Ready? Safety first, Andy. Ready? So we kind of thought of a little test here. Andy's gonna have the new 800C on. I have a BR700. We're gonna have the tubes fully extended to try to make it as even as possible. We're gonna stand in one spot, and then we're not gonna move, and we're gonna hold the blower for as long as it keeps pushing leaves, and we're gonna see which one blows. This is a simple little test to see which one blows more leaves the furthest.
You know what I just thought of?
What?
You know what's not cool? You gotta take yours off.
It's true. Alright guys, so all I did was situate the blower so you could see which one was here. We have not touched this area, so we just did that test. Yeah, it's not perfect. No, we're not in a lab or anything crazy. This is real world, and we're showing you that, dude, listen, I'm shocked. Like, there's not that big of a difference in this test. Look at this. 700 on the right, 800 on the left. And like, look, man, like, it blew about the same distance. Literally the exact same difference. We did mention it's a little bit thinner of an area over here, kind of was losing some miles per hour. And it's a little thicker on this area, but it's the same, man.
It's kind of like if you bought a truck that had 300 horsepower, but there's an upgraded version that had 310 horsepower. Guess what? You're not gonna notice that. Yeah,
like this is what we were just talking about on Andy's video. In everyday life,
I don't think you're gonna notice this, dude.
No, I don't even think you would either. Even like the new Echo has however much CFM or the Red Max. I really don't think you notice it. Like, it may have the numbers that are different, but are you literally gonna go, man, yeah, this thing has
But those are numbers in a lab, dude. We're out in the real world.
What I'm saying.
Like, I don't know, man. I just and listen, Andy, like, I like the 800 better. Like, I'm not saying it's not good.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm saying if you're only buying this, if you want to upgrade your 700s to the 800 for power, I don't think I would do it, dude.
Not power, but as far as comfort and other options,
yeah.
Sure. But like for a real world test, you're talking about blowers that are very similar.
Yeah.
If this was like the BR350 versus the 800, you're going to notice a huge difference. But you're talking top of the line commercial blowers. They're going to be so similar.
And I think, leave me a comment if you guys want to see this. We do have access to all the branded blowers, but I think we'd see the same kind of results with Red Max, Echo, whatever it is. Yeah. I'd be curious. We need to do it though. We'll bring him out here and do it. But this is the 700 and the 800. Power wise, guys, they're very similar. And we had mentioned that before we even did this test. I think in the real world, you're not going to notice a huge difference. But there are some added things to it. I think it is more comfortable. Yep. Love the side start. Right now, I love it. I hope I love it in a year, man. I really do.
You can tell just by looking at the two machines why this one's more comfortable.
Oh yeah.
Like the bigger
look at that back plate.
Like spreads out and disperses so much more of the weight compared to this one. And you had the chintzier, thinner straps, which I wish, even on that, those straps are awesome, but I think they could still be a lot better.
Yeah. Dude, it's all about padding, man.
It really is.
We need that padding.
But yeah, let's set the cameras up. Let's run both of these and just kind of push some leaves around, man.
Let's do it. All right, Andy and I kind of switched off when we were making this leaf pile. When I switched from the 800 to the 700, I noticed, I noticed the power. Okay, Andy, you agree with me?
Yeah, the 800, when you're moving around and you get the leaves in a bigger volume area, it does have more power.
Yeah, I definitely think it has more power. And it is noticeable when you're pushing big piles like this. Like I was using the 700 over here, and then Andy came over and just, I mean, I could definitely tell a difference. So I think our test over there, it shows it in light, but when you're doing big piles, it you know,
it's a difference.
There's a difference. So that's kind of our testing, guys. Overall, dude, I think it's a great blower. We're just trying to come from every angle to cover these pieces of equipment. So that is the Stihl BR800C. Love the side start, love the power, and hey, we're gonna be following up here next year and things like that to see, is it easy to start still after, you know, some work and time out in the field. So that's it. Andy, make sure you guys go check out Andy.
Check it out.
Cut and Clean Lawn Care, and make sure you guys subscribe to all of our channels. So that's it. Hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. Catch you next time. Peace.